Hello everybody, good evening and welcome to another stream with Wrexham. Let's just refresh our memories as to where we got up to last time. As you can see, we're on quite a nice long unbeaten run, although we have drawn an awful lot of games. We did lose in the EFL trophy game to Rotherham, but we're unbeaten in the league since the defeat at Sutton United on the 2nd of November. And it's now the 2nd of January, so we've been 2 months unbeaten in the league. And we're now into the transfer window, so we can start to plan the squad for the rest of the season. So let's take a look at the squad and who we're going to look to move on. We've got 5 centre-backs. I think we can afford to get rid of one. It's a question of who. And it's going to be Harry Lennon because he's asked to go if there's an offer of a certain level for him. So we'll transfer list him and send him on his way. And we've got 3 left backs in the squad, but one of them's injured, so I'm going to keep those around. Anthony Grant I'm going to let go, so we'll send him on his way. So he's going to be transfer listed, and we'll let him go as long as somebody gives us £1,000. They can have him. Anthony Grant. We'll let David Jones and Dan Jarvis go. So we'll make sure they're... So that's David Jones and Dan Jarvis. We'll let him go as well. Transfer offer to clubs. And we'll let him go for... In fact, we'll leave that one open. We'll just transfer list him. So Dan Jarvis is transfer listed, and that's it. So just those for now, and see if we can get anybody in. So first order of business is to wait for responses to those players being offered out. I don't have any space in the squad to bring anybody else in at this stage, so we are very much looking at moving as many of those players out as we can. I'm not going to talk to Daniel Farker. No offers for any of them. Langton, Jones, Jarvis and Grant. Grimsby Town. Yeah. Go on then. Oh, wrong button. My apologies. That's transfer offer to clubs. £50,000 transfer list. Go. See if we can tempt them into so Alfie Hughes, let's have a look at him. What's he doing at the moment? He's at Leeds. And has quite a lot of potential. So I think we'll scout him properly. In fact, no, we'll have to wait because we can't get him. But what we do need to do is welcome in Vale and Malcolm. Fantastic player. I was really happy. won't take long for him to adapt. Either of them. Wasn't much I could do but remain calm. And I'd like to keep him long term. He's a good player. I'm pleased with the signing of Vale. So it's a good start. We're looking for at least a draw from the FA Cup game with Bristol Rovers. We need to get through to the next round and try and get a big draw and then get knocked out. I don't want us to surrender too early. We need the money, quite frankly. Okay, let's go for it. Let's try and might have to hawk those players again in a minute. No offers for Lennon. Bolton have offered for Toure. You can go away. Mate Kovar is a very good keeper. If I can get him in, that would be a bonus. Remove and exclude. Wage, 1,800 quid. Remove. Suggest. 1,800 quid. Remove and exclude. Should be able to get him, and we have. Brilliant. So I now need to get rid of a goalkeeper as well. So that is going to be Rob Langton. He's 33, so let's offer him out. Yeah, we'll send him out on the transfer list. Okay, see if we can get rid of Rob Langton. Stoker offering £10,500. Bite your arm off. You can have him. Yes. So Rob Langton is going. He's the first player out the door in the transfer window. Callum Hume is a free transfer and is a very good signing, but we just don't have the squad capacity to bring anybody in until we get rid of some players. So I can't do anything with it. Got one day now until the Bristol Rovers game, and still no movement on any of the players we've offered out. Alright, looks like we might be getting a couple of players back from injury though, which is obviously good. Yeah, we've got a good chance. We're going to take it one game at a time. Wouldn't be very sensible for me to divulge them. Dan Jarvis, how long are you out for? 7 days and 2 weeks. Relatively near future. Paul Mullin, he's one of our most important players. Or at least he was before we brought in those two strikers. So, let's go and try and beat Bristol Rovers. As I say, the priority is staying in the FA Cup, so if we can get a draw and get them back to the racecourse, that gives us a good chance of getting through to the next round. So Rob Langton has indeed left the club and gone to Stoke, so we'll confirm that. He's off. And they've not asked us to pay any of his wages, so that should mean we've got a little bit more in the wage budget. Currently spending £64,000. We've got £8,000 worth of wage budget available. But we don't have any transfer budget to speak of, so Paul Mullin is back. Tyrese Forner can come in in fact, no, Tyrese Forner can stay on the bench, have a rest. He's not quite 100%. Jimmy Toure. Nah. He can come onto the bench. Tyler Maguire. Aaron Hayden's on there. Vale and Malcolm are both on there. So take Jonathan Rowe off and bring on a defender. So who's that going to be then? It's going to have to be Bentosa. There we go. So that'll do for the squad for this game. Ollie Wright might not last the whole game, but he's certainly going to start. And we are ready to play the first match of the stream away to Bristol Rovers. It's a team of Marek Steck in goal, back four of Bryce Hosanna, Sam Graham, Oisin McEntee and Owen Gallagher, Sean Goss at the base of midfield, Ollie Wright and Nia Kirby in central midfield, Jordan Stevens and George Cooper the wingers, Paul Mullin up front. Let's go out there and try and win the game. So pump the fists. Right, we've been on a good run. Go out and impress me. And let's see what we can do. Bristol Rovers on top early doors, so I think we need to drop a demand more already, just to get across the message that it's not acceptable to lose. Kilgour with the ball forward, but it's headed back to Marek Steck. Steck with the ball, hoofs it forward. He's found Mullin. Mullin's played it back to Gallagher, Goss, Cooper, Wright, Stevens, Mullin, and Mullin's only gone and picked out the top corner. Super goal to start the stream. Absolutely fantastic, and we'll just watch the replay. Wright gives it to Stevens, Stevens plays it to Mullin, Mullin just whacks it. Wasn't much finesse about that strike, it was all power. Goss with the corner. Grant heads it clear. McEntee manages to get it back into play. Gives it to Kirby, to Graham, to Goss. And it's just over the bar. So we're very much back in this game. In terms of the stats and the XG, we'll demand more again. I'm not too keen on that idea. it's a pretty even game, so we're slightly fortunate to still be ahead. And we've reached half time and it's 1-0 to Wrexham. So let's point the finger. Things are going well, but I know you're capable of even better. And we'll look to make some subs after the hour mark, not yet. So we'll demand more again. Bristol Rovers now clearly the better team in terms of shots on target and XG. But Gallagher gives it to Cooper. Goss, Gallagher, and it's saved and cleared for a corner. And Goss has the corner on the left wing. It's headed over by Mullin. Probably should have done better than that, to be honest. Right, let's get Wright off. For Tyrese Forner. Cooper off for Malcolm. Stevens off for Toure. Can we hold on for a win in our first game of the stream? The answer to that is, drumroll please, and it is yes, we have. Good solid start to the stream. We've beaten Bristol Rovers on their own ground. We're into the next round of the FA Cup. So we'll outstretch the arms. Proud of your performance. Great start to the stream. Things are looking good. And we're just waiting for the post-match press conferences. If indeed there are any. There is. There is one. So we'll do that now. Yeah, I was pleased with the result. Pleased we're through, but won't get ahead of ourselves. Take it one game at a time. Paul had a good solid game. I want to see more of the same. Absolutely. He needs to keep his form going as long as we possibly can. We've got 7 days until the next game, which is Exeter City away. They are 22nd in the league. So they're a team we should be looking to get 3 points against. And that's certainly the way we're going to set up to play the game. Not going there to try and grab a point, we're going there for all 3. And if we can get that, that would set the stream off to a very good start indeed. So just trying to slog through the in-betweeny bits. I don't do any of the of my own training. I let my assistant manager just do what he wants. So we'll just let him get on with it. 4th round draw, and we draw Wolverhampton Wanderers at home. did intend to show you the draw in full, but obviously it's already happened now. We can't go back and see it. Not live anyway. So we'll just move on. Campbell has been recalled. He made 14 appearances. That's a real shame. See if we can get him back. Stood for loan. Poor relationship between the clubs. Okay, fine. Respond. Yeah, that's fine. We'll deal with it. If they want to throw their toys out the pram, they can. We can't let it derail our season. We've got promotion to secure. I don't think we'll get there tonight. We're going to be here for a long while, but I don't think we'll be here long enough to finish the season. Still 20 games to go. But given that we're here till around midnight, then we should be able to get quite a number of games done, I would think. As well as obviously the January transfer window business that we're looking to conclude. But we're still waiting for those players to leave the club so that we've got space to bring in the ones we want. Still nothing on the transfer front. Still waiting for any takers. Evans. Anthony Evans. Who's he? The Bristol Rovers player. Okay, no. Can't bring him in. Not interested. Kovar decided not to join us, which is a real letdown. Wanted to bring him in as he was a quality goalkeeper, but we'll make do with what we've got on the goalkeeping front for now. Unless anybody sparkling comes up on our scout reports. It's going to be a tough match. I'm eager to see him return as anyone, but he does have to be patient. Callum Rowe is out for a long time. Ruminants linking you with James Clark. No, nothing to do with us. Trust of everyone in the team. I'll see to this type of fixture. So's on Gallagher. Cooper has my full support. Gary Monk is a superb manager. Well, he's managing Plymouth Argyle, so he gets my support. I won't be taking the job even if it becomes available, but I don't want it to become available. So, right, let's get through to the Exeter game, and this is one we have to win. Solihull Moors, I would actually take a point, but not in this one. This is a game we absolutely must put to bed, and the quicker we do it, the better. Oh, we're in line for another takeover apparently. Ah well. Right, let's quick pick the team. Kyle Wootton might be worth having. In fact, yeah, Kyle Wootton for Jovan Malcolm. Ben Tozer is our skipper, so we need to find a way of getting him in the side. I think what we'll do, we'll put him on the bench. And we don't have a goalkeeper, so that's fine. I let him go because I thought we'd got one sorted, but obviously it fell through, so we're without one for now. Well, we're without two, I should say. We've got one, we've got Marek Stack. Match we should be winning, make sure we do. So we need to make sure that we're on it from the start. July. Stevens to Mullin to Cooper. Gallagher. Gallagher's, how much room does he need to get that cross in? But he's found Mullin, which is an absolutely superb feat from there. Great goal. Brilliant start to the game at St James's Park against Exeter. Oh, it's a cracking header from Mullin. Cuts the gap to Bristol Rovers to 8 points. Looks like it's another corner. It is, and it's Goss who fires it in, and Tyrese Forner with a bullet header puts us 2-0 up with only 8 minutes gone. This will show just how powerful that corner was. There you go, great header into the far corner. Keeper no chance. Hosanna manages to work an angle for the cross, and Mullin's gone and buried it with 3-0 up. Barely 10 minutes into the game. And it's an absolutely gorgeous header again. Just watch it from the other angle. Hosanna is in front, so that's fine. Right in the corner, keeper no chance really. We've scored from all 3 shots on target. Mullin has 2 of them. Bristol Rovers have gone ahead, and they're now 2 up. 12 minutes gone. So either they kicked off late or I missed the original update. They're now 3-1. 38 minutes. So they're a little bit behind us, but not much. Right, let's outstretch the arms. You're doing brilliantly. Keep going. Stevens for Jack Vale. George Cooper Jonathan Rowe. And we're going to save the last substitution, but if Mullin gets his hat-trick, he'll be coming off. It's headed clear, but Key picks it up and gets his cross in. Oh, that is a very, very good goal from Giovanni Brown. Much as I hate to admit it, very good goal, but we're not going to watch it. Not going to watch the replay, so we'll move on. We lead 3-1. I'll hit a demand more at this point. It's come back inside. Key's been forced backwards, but they've gone long. And Sam Nombe has managed to score. Suddenly, out of nowhere, Exeter are right back in this game, and we need a goal pretty quickly now. Right, McEntee off. Bentosa. Get the captain on. Try and sort things out. It's gone long, but it's straight down Hall's throat. Headed away, but Key gets on it. Oh, I can't believe he's managed to get that in, and it's now 3-3. We've blown a 3-0 lead. Gutted. We demand more. And Hosanna to Kirby, to Hosanna, to Kirby again. Gives it to Tozer, who gives it back to Hosanna. Paul Mullin gets his 21st of the season to put us back in front. And it's suddenly 3-4. What a ball that was from Hosanna to Mullin. Defender never saw it. Mullin absolutely buries it. It's a very, very tight game. Exeter will feel that they're worthy of a point. We need to make sure they don't get it. And they haven't. So we've won again. Gonna have to talk about the second half. Absolutely. Absolutely, we need to talk about that second half performance. Let's have a look at the league table. So we are 10 points adrift of Bristol Rovers, but we have one game in hand. And let's see what we can say to the press. Yeah, we deserve something out of the game. That's what football's all about. Keen for us to get going. Fans had a brilliant day watching that. Paul Mullin is an outstanding footballer. Giovanni Brown's goal was indeed fantastic. Paul Mullin, fans love him. Yeah, absolutely. Right, let's go to the the next match. So we're 11 matches unbeaten now in the league. Next up, it's Solihull Moors away. A little bit harder than facing Exeter, but still a game that we can come away with 3 points. And that is what we need to be looking at doing. We need to get as many points on the board as quickly as we can. Try and make the promotion a reality at the earliest opportunity. Right, have we got anybody back yet? That's the question. I don't want to make massive changes, but let's request a summary for the staff meeting. I never get involved in them. I've never found, or not so far, found a use for them. Right, Jarvis is back. So we'll do the usual auto pick and then tweak. Tends to be what I've done for most of Football Manager 2022. I know it's only early days so far, but I have confidence he'll be fine. Don't want us to let up now. Don't have anything to say about Morecambe, so that's fine. Okay. There was one question in that press conference that I accidentally clicked the button before I'd even read the question. I've no or the answer that I gave, so I've no idea what I said or about what. Hopefully that won't be the thing that comes back to bite us in the Solihull Moors game. So let's see if we can go and grab 3 more points from a trip to the Midlands. Let's do that now. Come on then. We're in need of a result, but we would take a point from this one. But obviously we're looking for 3 points as often as we can get them. I think what we'll do is Sam Graham in there, Aaron Hayden can come in for Bryce Hosanna. So that's fine. And we've got quite a few good players on the bench. There's a lot of goals down there on the bench. And your team for today is Marek Steck in goal. Back 4 of Aaron Hayden, Sam Graham, Oisin McEntee and Owen Gallagher. Tyrese Forner at the base of midfield. Nia Kirby and Sean Goss in central midfield. Jordan Stevens and George Cooper, the wingers. And Paul Mullin playing up front. And let's go and try and win the game. Outstretch the arms. Stick to the plan, stay patient, we'll be fine. Last thing I want them doing is going off like bull in a china shop and burning themselves out in the first 20 minutes. Hayden with the throw in. Kirby. Hayden again plays it in for Stevens. And George Cooper at the back stick. Puts Wrexham 1-0 up. And that, if I do say so myself, was a very nice goal. We'll watch it from this angle. Hayden Stevens takes a touch and crosses it, and Cooper's got the easiest task to sweep it past the goalkeeper. Excuse me. And suddenly there is a yawning chasm to Carlisle in third place of 12 points and a massive 7-point gap between us and Bristol Rovers. So Bristol Rovers will be fancying that they're already up, as they're 20 points clear of Gillingham, who not so long ago were actually top of the league themselves. Oh, excuse me. And it's a free kick. Goss has a go. It's cleared. But we get a corner and it's Kirby. Oh, hit the post. And it's out for another corner. We're turning the screw here. Kirby. Cleared. Tipple. Plays it back and the highlight ends. We're clearly the better side, but we're only 1-0 ahead. We're not there yet. Graham looks like he needs to come off, so we'll make that change at half time. We'll drop some encouragement. Get Graham off. Protect whatever injury he's got. Bring on Tyler Maguire. And we'll get Paul Mullin off. We're already ahead. Mullin for Jack Vale. See if we can get Jack Vale scoring some goals. Goss with a free kick. Oh, that's a glorious goal from Sean Goss. That's a fantastic finish. This will show it. He goes through the wall, in fact. Keeper well beaten. And 2-0. Forner needs to come off. So we'll bring on Ollie Wright. And then we'll drop one of the central midfielders back. We'll drop Sean Goss back in for Ollie Wright. We've made our 3 subs with over 20 minutes still to go. And Solihull have suddenly decided that they fancy having a go at us for the first time in the match. Frith goes to the byline. It's out for a corner. So Osborne with the corner for Solihull. And it's headed over. About 15 minutes to go and 2-0 to Wrexham. Looks like we've secured another win, so we'll encourage the boys. Stevens. Hayden. Produces a good cross, but it's headed clear. And out the other side to Gallagher, who goes back to Wright. To Goss. To Kirby. Kirby with an absolutely storming goal. And we'll just watch this one from the reverse angle. We'll see what a good finish it is. One touch, takes it out of his feet and bang. Sniper right in the corner. Won't be long before we get to the point where we're assured of a playoff spot. Another 4 or 5 wins. A win and a good performance, that'll do for me. So we can move on to the next game, which I think was at home. We'll check that in just a sec, once we've dealt with the post-match formalities. And as I said last time, if anybody wants to see anything, if you want to see a team or a league or anything, if you just drop me a comment in the chat, and I'll gladly go to anything you want to see. Let's get you guys involved as well. Sam Graham's picked up an injury. 2 days, that's fine. It's not a big issue. So let's, yeah, players were applauded off the fans. We'll go game by game. We're confident and focused. One match at a time. He's got that in his locker. Paul Mullin, no way he's leaving. Healy should look elsewhere. Absolutely. He's not going anywhere. Doesn't matter how much money you throw at me, you're not having him. Morecambe are 19th in the league, and we're at home, so we should be looking to go and grab a win to keep this run of form going. And then once we've played the Morecambe game, we'll focus back in on transfers again for a little while. See if we can't get some players to actually leave, to free up some squad space. We have money at the moment, but we don't have room in the squad for additional players. But if we can get rid of 1 or 2, that will give us both, and we'll be in a good place. Just 1 or 2, not loads. Prepared for a tough fixture, but I know my players. It's going to be tough, but the momentum they generate is fantastic. Gillingham are one of the favourites to go up. We need to continue to work hard. James Jones. No firm decisions yet. Yeah. There's a direct correlation between player mood and performance. Taking things 1 match at a time. It would be disrespectful to Morecambe, so I certainly don't intend to do that. I don't want to disparage them in any way. David Jones is now injured, so any chance of him moving on in the transfer window is probably gone, which is a real shame. I could have done with him leaving. Ooh. Excuse me. It's going to be a long night if I keep yawning. Shrewsbury's and Bristol Rovers, Evans, that's fine. And yeah, there's a few players needing a rest, so we'll go with the squad they want. Owen Gallagher isn't fit enough to start really. Cameron Green's unregistered, and Callum Rowe is still injured, so he's going to have to start, which is really annoying. Don't want him to. But other than that, so it's just Gallagher that we're going to have to look after. Ben Tozer. Captain Tozer can come on for the greyed out goalkeeper on the bench. So we've ended up with 5 changes as opposed to the 7 that my assistant manager wanted us to make. And that leaves us with a team of Marek Steck in goal, the back 4 of Hosanna, McEntee, Magloire and Gallagher. Tyrese Forner at the base of midfield, Ollie Wright and Jordan Stevens ahead of him, Jack Vale and Jimmy Torrey on the wings, Paul Mullin up front. So pump the fists, we're doing well and we're on a good run, absolutely. We need to keep this going as long as we possibly can. We can get beyond the 60-point barrier today with a win. And we're still in January. So that would be quite the statement if we could pull that off. Okay. Magloire, Forner, Wright, McEntee. Wright gets it back off the defender, Vale. Goes down the line, crosses. It's a bullet header for Toure. And that has put us 1-0 up at home to Morecambe. You'll see it from this angle just how good a header that was. Vale finds room for the cross and the header is powered into the corner. And it does indeed take us to 61 points, 5 behind Bristol Rovers, 13 ahead of Gillingham, and 14 ahead of 4th place Carlisle. So we're looking to have promotion wrapped up at the earliest opportunity, and we've every chance of doing that at this stage. Bristol Rovers are actually losing now. Right, with that corner. And it's Hosanna to Forner to Magloire. Ollie Wright picked that one out. Stunner. That's a fantastic finish from Wright. And it's half time, 2-0 to Wrexham. So pump the fists. We're doing well, but we can definitely find another gear. I don't know if we can, but we're certainly going to try. Gallagher looks like he needs to come off. We're going to have to play Cooper there, even though he's not ideally suited to doing it. Oh, it's just over the bar from Toure. Forner at the base of midfield. We'll go with Nye Kirby. And the last one, we're going to wait for one to go into the red before we make the third and final substitution. Oh, it's cleared by McEntee, but Mullin's got it. Turns and faces his defender up. He's got help from Stevens, who's gone back to Cooper. And the highlight ends. Morecambe come away with it. Go long. Sims tackled. Cooper prevents the corner. I think it's going to be... Connor Pye comes on and Morecambe are down to 10 men through a red card. Tozer can come into central midfield. And that should mean we can see the game through at 2-0. And we do. Fantastic. So outstretch the arms. Nice work, everyone. Go and have a word with the associated newspaper guys and radio people. Maybe the odd television crew, maybe. See what they have to say after this game. So 29 games gone, 61 points on the board. So we've got Radio Lancashire, the Football League paper, and the Wrexham Football latest. So we've got 2 journalists and a radio reporter. So let's go and talk to them. Yeah, we can be pleased with our defensive performance. Home form has to be the platform. Ollie Wright's goal was special. Yeah, absolutely. Can't think of any better than that. It was a cracking goal. Okay. And it's Rochdale away next in 3 days' time. That's the next game of the stream, and then we'll be into the final week of the transfer window. But we're still, as I say, although we have the financial capability to do the deals, we don't have the space in the squad to bring anybody in. Calverton wants some game time. Well, you can have a bit of game time, I suppose. Not so long ago, Carl Wootton was the best striker at the club. Now we can't get a game. But he'll certainly play some part against Rochdale. See what we can do. Right, let's go. Believing in ourselves is half the battle. We'll have to wait and see. They're a good team and they should do well against Swindon. He has done well. He served this club well. I'd like for him to get the recognition he deserves. Lovely touch and go right up to kick-off time. Nobody's guaranteed anything. He's been a real breath of fresh air. Now Kirby, he'll impress. He's that kind of player, absolutely. Got a lot of those kind of players in this squad. A lot of talent, a lot of good players for this level. Recruitment meeting I'm going to decline. Don't need to because we can't bring anybody in anyway. So there isn't any point. And let's go and try and beat Rochdale. Norfolk. Losing a lone player might not be the worst thing to happen. Right, let's see if we can so Jonathan Rowe, I think we'll give Torre the day off. Sam Graham can come in for McEntee. And that'll do. We'll just make those changes. Ollie Wright is a little bit tired. Bless his little cotton socks. I have to play this one, mate. We need a win. Our team is Marek Steck in goal. The back four of Bryce Hosanna, Sam Graham, Tyler McGloyer and Owen Gallagher. Tyrese Forner at the base of midfield. Ollie Wright and Jordan Stevens ahead of him. Jack Vale and Jonathan Rowe the wingers. And Paul Mullin as the lone striker. And we will say we're doing well and we're on a good run. Let's keep it going. Give it 10-15 minutes before we do any dropping of encouragement. But if this attack comes to anything, we'll be demanding more before the 10 minutes is up. Oh, and it has as well, Alex Newby. So let's demand more. White down the line to Falls to Sardi. Sardi with a super ball, and Newby just volleyed it. And he absolutely caught it. It's the only shot we've had so far. Apparently I've just had a mention from Work the Space. I don't know what he said. So I dare say we'll find out at some point. Let's demand more. Bright with the corner. And it's nudged over the line by Jack Vale. So it is 1-1. That's the replay. And comes back off the post and Vale just sticks his foot on it. Looks like Vale needs to come off at half time. As does Wright. So we'll make those two changes at half time. Keep going. Jack Vale for Jimmy Toure, Ollie Wright for Nia Kirby, and that'll do for now. I suspect we might be using George Cooper as a left back before too much longer. Which isn't ideal, he's not suited to that position really, he likes to play further forward than that. But he can do it. So, Stevens again, Forner, McGloyer, Graham, Hosanna. Beats his man, crosses it, but it's headed over by Mullin. And we're on top comfortably, so let's drop a demand more. I am going to make that change now and bring on George Cooper to left back, so Stevens will have to see out the rest of the game. He'll be tired by the end, but so be it. And we're not losing, that's the main takeaway at this stage. We'd love to win the game, but we certainly don't want to lose it. And chat. Rosimus, Sadie, Bull Grant. Rochdale are knocking it around quite comfortably at the moment. And they've scored, Jake Beasley. So we look like we are going to lose the game. Magloire missed the interception, but should the keeper have done better? I think we'll see more from this angle. Is that Magloire? Yeah, keeper should do better from there. Beasley's got no right to score from that angle and distance. Keeper should be right on top of him, stopping him getting a shot in from there. Frustrating result, but away from home it can happen occasionally. Not happy, we should have won the match. Most of them are quite pleased with that comment. We now need to go and pick ourselves up, dust ourselves off, go win the next game. That'd be the perfect way to respond. Right, let's do it. What's done is done. A new run starts right now. I didn't have a realistic option on the bench. Newby was outstanding. Tyler has an excellent mentality. I might drop him for the next game against Argyle, but we'll see. It might not be the worst idea in the world. Oh, excuse me. What are we? 3 days away from the Plymouth Argyle game, and still no transfer activity. No offers. So Malcolm and Vale are the two to come in during the transfer window. We did also bring in Magloire and Ollie Wright on free transfers ahead of that, but now we need to start shifting some players on. We've got plenty of spare wage budget, so if the right player becomes available we could move somebody out of the squad and bring them in, but I don't want too many of those players hanging around because they'll make the place unhappy. It's very important that you keep your first team squad happy and on the same page. If you start upsetting anybody who's even remotely senior in the squad, you get yourself in all sorts of trouble quite quickly. Kyle Wootton, let's get Bentosa to have a word with him. Kyle Wootton has dropped his lack of games concern, so that's good. Doesn't mean that I won't put him in the side. I might. But Magloire needs a rest, and I don't want to make too many changes. So, press conference time. Yeah, I'd consider us to be strong favourites. Important that we respond to setbacks in the right way. Callum Rowe, he's out for 2 months. We have to be patient. Can't afford to dwell on it. George's quality. Gallagher has my full backing. Emma Hayes sacked by Bradford. I have a great deal of sympathy for her. Hartlepool have been a real breath of fresh air. They're occupying a playoff place, which they'll be delighted with. And unfortunately, we do have a game on the Tuesday when the transfer window closes, so that kind of complicates things a little. But just means that my assistant will have to be more involved than he otherwise might have been. Excuse me. I think, Kyle Wotton is developing concerns. Right. So it looks like we're losing Kyle Wotton, which is a real shame. Let's go for 250,000. See if he'll agree to that. £200,000. £160,000. Oh, he's a nightmare. Right. Well, he might have to be marched out of the door. But if we can hold on to him, given that there's only a few days to go in the transfer window, Jack Vale is there. Let's give Jack Vale a game. Joe Van Malcolm. No, he's not good enough to replace Stevens. Mullin can have a rest. Aaron Hayden comes in for Bryce Hosanna. Sam Graham needs to drop out. So it's going to be Ventosa the captain, I think. Yeah, that'll do. Tyler Maguire. No, we'll bring Tyler Maguire in for Ventosa. So Ollie Wright is lacking match sharpness. That's a slight concern. So it's just Ollie Wright we need to be looking out for. Okay. Team is Marek Steck in goal, back four of Hayden, McEntee, Magloire and Gallagher, Sean Goss at the base of midfield, Nia Kirby and Ollie Wright in central midfield, Stevens and Cooper the wingers, Jack Vale up front. So, pump the fists. I want to be impressed today. Okay. And we need to attack. So demand more. Plymouth Argyle have scored. It's Luke O'Neill with his first goal for Argyle. And that drags them into the top half of the table. And up to 10th. Demand more. It's Stevens Guns it clear. He's going to need some help though. It's gone all the way back to Gallagher and the highlight ends. I think we could have done better there. It's another Argyle corner. And not looking good at the minute, so we'll demand more. I think Vale might have to come off. At half time. In fact, let's not even wait that long, let's get him off now, bring Mullin back on. Stevens is the right winger. So Toure comes on at half time. Dressing room. Get your act together. Send them out. We've made 2 subs already, which is very early, but we'll hold on to the third one for a while. We'll drop a demand more. Oh, that's gone in. Victor Adebayejo. Plymouth Argyle are in the top 10. And that's going to stretch the gap at the top to 10 points. McEntee needs to come off. He's had a nightmare at the back. Bentosa, get the skipper on. Half an hour to go. Demand more. But even Mullin's not firing today. I think it's one of those games you just have to write off that we were never going to win it. And Crawley are doing their best to claw it back against Bristol Rovers. Oh, terrific. Aaron Hayden's gone off injured with 6 minutes to go. I don't think we're allowed another sub. No, we're not. So we're going to be without a right back. Sean Goss can move over to the right and play there. Just to give some protection to that right side of defence. But no, disappointing again. So we'll thrash the arms. We're training tomorrow. I think we are getting close to the point of needing to pick up morale, because we've had a couple of dodgy results recently. But no, that's not a good performance, not a good result. Ollie Wright and Aaron Hayden are both injured. Hayden for a long time, Ollie Wright for a couple of days, so we've lost Hayden, which is really not ideal. I'm not happy with that. They need to work hard to ensure it doesn't happen again. Performance was completely unacceptable. He was superb. Any team would find it harder without a player of Hayden's quality. I want him to remain part of the squad, but nothing definitive. 3 days until the next game. suffered back-to-back defeats, but we've now got a home game against Swindon. It could be the ideal opportunity. Never nice. Somebody needs to step up. Hosanna, Bryce Hosanna, no, you can sod off. Not happening. Let's get Tozer to have a word with him. Hosanna happy to stay at Wrexham. He'll be playing in Sheffield Wednesday's division next year, so stay with us. Oh, excuse me. My apologies. Right, we desperately need a win, and we need some players to leave as well. I don't know what I can do short of what I have already, of offering them out and transfer listing them. Offer to drive them to a new club. Right, let's attend the press conference. If we play our game and everyone does their job, we'll win. Tyler Maguire has played well to start with. David Jones, sooner rather than later. Could do with strengthening in goal. Don't want us to let up now. He's a game changer. Taking things one match at a time. The Wolves game is not important to our season. It's not the big game we wanted. It's not Manchester United away, so we'll put out a reasonably strong side, but it won't be the best team we can put out. And I just want us to go and just collect the money basically and turn up, but not do anything too risky. Put it that way. Right. Let's get ready to think about some team changes. There's probably one or two players in need of a little bit of time out of the side. But Mullin, I need to have a look at where he's played in the past. I have a nagging feeling he might be an ex-Swindon player, so I need to check that out. Yeah, we'll take part. Squad, let's have a look. Paul Mullin is a striker, and Huddersfield, Vauxhall Motors, Morecambe, Swindon Town. He did join Swindon, played 40 times and scored 6 goals before leaving for Tranmere, where he got 8 in 42. Cambridge he got 34 in 52, so that was when he showed he could do it, and then he improved on that with us in the National League, and he's looking like doing something pretty similar in this division. So we've got 15 hours to go. Respond and try and get something done. Right, let's have a look. Registration, how many slots have we got? 2. So we can bring in a goalkeeper and a left back. So let's do that. Let's go goalkeeper, free transfer, suggest Bradley James or Sam Booth. Bradley James is 2-star. Sam Booth is 2-star. Goalkeeper, loan. Anthony Patterson, 3-star. Zach G-Cock, 2.5. Sam Long, don't know. What's he done in his career? Played 5 games in League One. Anthony Patterson might well be the answer. Yeah, Anthony Patterson is the answer. Make an offer. What's our transfer budget looking like? 367, so 24 grand is fine. So we'll drop that down to 50. We'll drop that down to 50. Drop that down to 25 and go, and we've got him. So Patterson comes in, and then we need a left back as well. And we've got Liam Gordon, who looks really good, and he's 23 as well, so let's bring him in. Let's just get him. 63 grand. Yeah, you can have all of that, that's fine. So if we can get those 2 signings done. Patterson accepted. Start negotiations. He wants to be a backup, that's absolutely fine by me. Yeah, you can have all of that stuff. Gordon. Fringe player would be a superb signing. Well, I think he's better than that, but we'll leave him as a fringe player for now. Takes the pressure off a little bit. See if we don't get those 2 in quite quickly. We've got 2 young players in there, which is good. So we hopefully drop the average age of the squad a little bit. 13 hours of the window to go. Let's see what the day brings. Got a couple of deals in the pipeline. Let's hope they both go through. Gordon signs for Wrexham for £63,000. Patterson signs for £51,000. Brilliant. That's ideal. 2 players in. Wrexham sign Gordon. Liam Gordon, fullback. We can absolutely let Cameron Green go. but that's probably that's probably the only one I would let go at. In fact, we'd probably let Owen Gallagher go as well. Right, and Anthony Patterson, 2.5-star current ability, 4-star potential. Great signing for a backup goalkeeper. Delighted. Signing squad numbers. Anthony Patterson. Can have the number 1 shirt for now. Liam Gordon can have number 7. There's nobody else looking for one, so that's fine. That should be our transfer business taken care of. And we can get back to focusing on the match. Missed the journalist question. Let's try and get back in. Inbox. Oh, chosen not to talk to him apparently. Whoops. Deadline day. We'll stay on that screen for now. And let's get through. It's been a good window. We've set ourselves up for a really strong finish to the season. We've got options absolutely all over the pitch at this stage. I will not be selling him. Absolutely not. We just need to get through the next 7 hours. Apparently we're interested in Luke Jeffcott, Argyle striker. We're not. I don't need any more strikers. It's quiet as the past few weeks have been. I'm not doing any more business. I've got everything I want. Got quite a few players who should serve us well going forward. Start with professionalism. Harry Lennon, I'll try and get him out the door if we can. Jones, Grant, Jarvis, Lennon. Let's offer them all out since it's deadline day. So Lennon, Jones, offer him out. Grant, and Jarvis. Lennon, Grant, Jones and Jarvis. 4 hours to try and get rid of 4 players. It's going to be a tough ask, but hopefully somebody will come and try and remove them. Alright, no, not yet. And now we have to play Swindon. So by the time we face Swindon, the window will. By the time we have faced Swindon, the window will be about to shut. Anthony Patterson is the reserve goalkeeper. Paul Mullins back in. Liam Gordon goes straight into the team at left back. That makes 7 changes. And it's Marek Steck in goal. Back 4 of Hosanna, Graham, McEntee and Gordon. Forner at the base of midfield. James Jones and Jordan Stevens in central midfield. Vale and Torre the wingers. Mullin up front. So let's outstretch the arms. Stick to the plan. Stay patient. We'll be fine. Kick off. Hopefully by the time I finish this match we'll have a couple of offers in for those players we've offered out. And it's headed clear. St Clair. Mullin rescues it. Forner needs help, gets it from Hosanna. Graham, Forner. Stevens, Graham, Forner, Stevens, McEntee, Graham, playing some lovely football. Vale now with a chance. No, he doesn't take it. Hosanna spins, takes on his man, goes back to Forner, who goes inside to Jones. Forner goes down the line for Hosanna. Jones, Hosanna, Jones again, Hosanna again. Oh, just over the bar. Had a real chance to do something there, and Gordon's already broken down with an injury after 20 minutes. So George Cooper's going to have to come on. Not ideal. Stevens, no, it's headed clear. Hosanna's won it back, but then we've lost it again. Waters, somebody needs to get a tackle in here. We need to demand more. Come on, lads. We're certainly pressing them back, but a mistake hasn't happened yet. It has now. We've triggered the press and it's Torre on the left wing. And it's gone in from Jack Vale. Fantastic goal. Torre runs down into the corner, checks back, fires it to the far post. Vale with a header back across the goalkeeper. Exactly how you taught to do it in school. Hosanna with the throw in. Forner, Hosanna again. It's headed clear by the defender. Torre's going to get there. Cooper plays it to Stevens, to Mullin. Torre, Mullin through the keeper's legs. Mullin scores. Looking a bit more comfortable at this stage at 2-0, but it's not there yet. Oh, it's gone in. Harvey St Clair makes it 2-1 just before half time. So we'll drop a demand more. And that is indeed a half-time whistle. We're 2-1 ahead. Let's point the finger. We can definitely find another gear. Start the game. McEntee is really struggling. Magloire. So that's 2 subs. Jones whips it across, but it's headed clear. Vale doesn't get there. Someone needs to stop Tazdemir quite quickly, otherwise he's going to cause some damage. And Vale gives it to Mullin. Mullin drifts wide, plays it back to Vale. It goes back to Hosanna, goes inside to Graham, to Forner. Hosanna down the line to Vale, gets it back to Jones. Vale goes again, gives it to Forner. Just keeping the ball nicely. Mullin with a snapshot, doesn't quite beat the goalkeeper, but we do keep the momentum going with a corner. Touré's got it, it's wide right. Jones back to Hosanna, to Jones, and the highlight ends. So obviously nothing of note happened there. Stevens, central midfielder, Nia Kirby, needs to come on. Vale and Touré are both struggling, but we don't have enough subs to bring them off. Now, Cooper in the left back position plays it forward to Kirby, who goes back to Graham. Graham brings it forward over the halfway line. Jones goes back to Magloire. Forner and Kirby. Cooper now comes forward, plays in Touré, and it's Vale with the header over the crossbar. 12 minutes remaining, let's demand more. No, it's gone wide, thankfully, but that was a real let-off. We are shattered, but we just need to hold on. I didn't think we'd have to do that against Swindon, but we just need to hold on here. And thankfully it's looking likely that we have, and indeed we do. So, outstretch the arms. Nice work, everyone. Sometimes you have to tell a little white lie and let them think you're happier than you actually are. But if you're going to do that, you can't then dig them out in the press, so we're going to have to be nice to them here as well. So we'll do that. We'll say that the performance was good and we got the result, or some words to that effect. In fact, is there going to be a press conference? There is. Question. Didn't speak to them because I was in the match. Liam Gordon is injured for 9 to 12 days with ankle ligament damage, which is a real shame. Yeah, proud of what we've achieved so far. Jimmy was outstanding, he absolutely was. We're not selling Paul Mullin. Don't have anything to say about Morecambe, so we'll move on. Healy is tracking Paul Mullin apparently, but we just need to survive. We've got 1 more hour. And no deals in the pipeline, so I think it's just going to drift by without any changes, and then we'll just get on with the rest of the season at that point. Any movement with Paul Mullin? No. No intention of selling. 45 minutes to hold on. down to 30 minutes and the window is now shut actually. We have held on to Paul Mullin. That could be crucial come the end of the season. For the Wolves game in a minute in the FA Cup, I'm going to use the slight rotation option, I think. Need to make a couple of changes, but not too many. But first of all, we need to register the squad, and we've got no more spaces. Jack Vale doesn't need to be registered, so that's fine. Jarvis, Grant and Jones are all on the way out, but not yet. So that's fine. Cameron Green isn't good enough to play anyway. Harry Lennon, same. So that's fine, we can just confirm that squad. And then we can move on to the FA Cup game. I'm not going to answer any more transfer window related nonsense questions. We need to try and preserve some dignity in the game against Wolves. No offers for 4 players. Let's see how long they've got left on their contracts. Anthony Grant is out of contract in the summer. Harry Lennon has another year. So Harry Lennon is one I'll look to sell. David Jones is out of contract in the summer. He's also 38 as well. And Dan Jarvis is out of contract in the summer. So only one of those players is under contract for next season. So that's absolutely fine. Pleased we have had the opportunity. Patterson. Let's wait and see. That's why we brought him in. That's why I signed him. And provide a boost to everyone. What gets the most out of him? Left back, obviously. There you go, left back. Turn to press conference. Yes, he fits a specific need. Yeah. You can write his name into Wrexham legend. The lads will welcome Anthony Patterson with open arms. Want to make sure that his very specific set of skills are maximised. He has a very specific set of skills. I wonder what movie that quote comes from. It's a particular set of skills. For anybody who doesn't know, it's taken. Jones is back in training, but he's one of the players that's on his way out, so that's not really relevant. I'm not going to give him one last farewell game against Wolves. going to do a slightly rotated side, but only slightly. We're certainly not playing a team full of kids, because I do not want us getting trounced by Wolves. Come on. Apologies that my system is running slightly slow this evening. Just waiting for the FA Cup game against Wolves in a couple of days' time, and then hopefully we can exit the FA Cup at the 4th round and throw all of our focus into getting out of this division. More time to keep Lemon Promise. He's willing to wait, that's fine. Oh, excuse me. Right, let's... oh good, you're not going to take us lightly, that's kind. Never genuine belief we can win. I'm prepared to give us a chance. Confident as long as we stick to our game plan. No, they won't enjoy it. They're going to be favourites. I'm a big fan of his. It's not been difficult at all. Yeah, we're going to give him a fright. It's come in a timely fashion. And take it one game at a time. Taking things one match at a time. Yeah. Okay, let's see how we get on against Wolves. I've not actually looked at where they are in the league. The details are actually underneath my mic and my camera, so I can't. They're second. Oh, where are they? Let's have a look. No, I can't get to it. There we go. Wolves are 17th in the Premier League. There we go. So they're a team that they're struggling in their league. Jimmy Touré's injured, which is not good, but he wouldn't be playing this one. So hopefully there'll only be one division between the two of us next season, but currently there's 3. So there's not a lot of chance of us winning, but we're going to go and give it a shot. Apparently Kante signed a new deal with Chelsea. Touré's injured. Right, let's rest a few players. Pick rotated squad, slight rotation. We'll give Mark Stack back in goal. Let's make sure we've got good options on the bench. Right, let's give Kyle Wotton a run up front instead of Jack Vale. Jack Vale can go on the bench in place of Mullin. Mullin can have a rest. to be it. Yeah, that'll do. Jones and Button are struggling a bit, so we're making 5 changes from the previous lineup. And once we get the teams in, I'll confirm ours for you. Once the players have completed their warm-up, which they have. So it's Marek Steck in goal, a back four of Hosanna, McEntee, Graham and Gallagher. Sean Goss at the base of midfield, Ollie Wright and James Jones in central midfield. Jordan Stevens and George Cooper, the wingers. Kyle Wootton, the lone striker. Let's go and try and give them a game. Point the finger. I know we're the underdogs. I'm going to give the fans a performance to cheer for. We're capable of turning up and playing well here. We like to play with positivity. Simple case of squad rotation. This one's on the television. And you can see Wolves are in absolutely horrible form. And they've gone with a very defensive looking setup. But they are getting forward, to be fair. We've cleared it, but only as far as Neves. Connor Cody to Joe Vane. Adama Traore heads it over the crossbar. Let's encourage the lads. See if we can't get them to at least have a shot. If we don't shoot, we can't win. At the moment, everybody is just holding their own, which we're playing a Premier League side, so that sort of thing's going to happen. We've had the first shot on target. Hosanna with the throw-in gives it a right. Goss. Goss gets it to Jones. Jones goes wide left to Cooper. Cooper plays it left again to Gallagher. Jones, Wootton, Cooper. Jones, Cooper. Just over the crossbar. Out for a goal kick. Javane, Connor Cody. And it's a free kick for offside. Traore. Encourage again. We've made it through to half time. We're doing alright. Yeah, if we score, I think we'll win. Right, Stevens off for Jovan Malcolm. Wootton off for Jack Vale. Jones off for Nia Kirby. That's the 3 subs. Graham actually. Oh, I can't take him off now. Drat. If I'd seen that, I wouldn't have made that 3rd sub. Let's demand more. Let's go for this in the last 15 minutes. Joe Vane. It's headed over the bar. 10 minutes to go. We might get one chance to win this. We may get one chance if we're lucky, or we may not. Now it's gone to extra time, which neither of us wants. Don't let this slip away now. I think we might get an extra sub. We do. So Magloire can come on. and replace the one who's actually injured. So we will at least keep fit players on the pitch, even if we've got some tired legs in certain areas. Gallagher with a throw in, Maguire, Kirby, Gallagher, spins back to Kirby, Maguire, McEntee, it's headed clear to Moutinho. Moutinho's gone back to Cody, to Holding, Adama Traore, back to Holding, who goes for the big diagonal, gets it to 8 Norrie, and that time Adama Traore with an absolutely stunning goal. We'll see how good it was from the other angle. Here you go, you're going to see how good a goal this was. 8 Norrie finds his man and he's just volleyed it. First time. Straight across. Okay. Thank you very much for the follow. It looks like that is being disallowed. Oh, it's comfortably offside actually. It's a real shame because it's a quality finish. Let's demand more. Cooper's shattered, but we can't take him off. Got a second half of extra time to try and force a winner. Let's demand more. See if we can get a win out of this. Hello, Dave. How's it going? Right, we're out of the FA Cup, but that was a good performance, so we'll outstretch the arms and you gave it your best. Good effort. So just waiting for the press conference after the game. Can't be too hard on the lads. Against the Premier League side, we did all right. So we played well. We did all right. We'll be fine. Game's over. Yeah, we showed what we're made of. That's fine. That result is not going to define our season. This is what's going to define our season. There you go. We're, for those who've joined us, we're second in the table. 64 points from 32 games. So we're bang on 2 points a game. And very much in a promotion race. And fixtures wise coming up, we have got, let's have a look. Let's have a look at what we've got left. I will show you that one, Dave. There you go. That's the formation. It's a 4-3-3. And I don't have many instructions. In fact, I don't have any. There you go. So it is a bog standard 4-3-3 on a positive mentality, but it seems to be working most of the time. So let's go and play Northampton after we've done a quick press conference. Success was never on the cards. Yeah, I'm proud of that run. Yeah, it was a cracking goal. Proud. Yeah, move on. So League 2 continues without us. We've got 7 days until the Northampton game, and not much happening. Are you streaming tonight, Dave? Absolutely, couldn't agree more. The fewer instructions you give them, the better it seems to work. And we just seem to have got into a groove playing this way. I mean, we lost 1-0 to a Premier League side in the FA Cup, and we're in League 2. So that tells me we're not a bad side. And it does help when you've got a lethal lower division striker like Paul Mullin on the books as well. Ahead of the next game, I'll show you what Mullin's done over the last 2 seasons. He's had an absolutely storming couple of years, or year and a half, I should say. Here we go. Let's have a look at Mullin for you. Squad. There he is. He's listed as a right winger on the squad screen, but he's actually a striker. There you go. He's a natural striker, but he's listed as a right winger, but he's only accomplished. But look at these for goal returns for the last 2 seasons. 34 in 43 in the Conference or National League. 19 in 28 so far in League 2. That's what that boy can do. And I gave him a rest for the Wolves game, so we'll bring him back fresh and hungry. Try and take his frustration out on Northampton. So right, Hume, is he any good? Leading League 2, good National League. No, we'll take him off the shortlist. He's not good enough. And no interest. He's not good enough for us anymore. So we've already had one takeover on this save, Dave. The Hollywood billionaires have gone, or millionaires, I should say. So we've just got a bog standard board now. But they still want us to get into League 1. So we're gonna have to give it everything we've got. So King. can stay there. Doing good. Ponticelli is not going to get in our team, so there's no point bringing him back. Even if he's not getting games. If he's not getting games at Kings Lynn, he ain't going to get games for us. No, they didn't, Dave. They went last season. So... fingers crossed for the Wrexham fans as they stick around a bit longer in real life. So we know what we can do. Plymouth won't go up this year. We're looking to play a free-flowing game. Aaron Hayden will play. We could do with them as soon as possible. Yeah, Ollie Wright is a breath of fresh air. Nia Kirby is brilliant. So delighted to have him. And let's go and try and give Northampton a bit of a kick in. Although we all know I'd settle for a 1-0. Just need to keep grinding out the wins and ticking off the games towards the end of the season. Still got a fair way to go yet, but a few more wins and things will look very, very good indeed. So there you go, 32 games played, 64 points. So 12 points clear, 14 games to go. And let's quick pick the side and then just make a couple of tweaks. Where's Cooper? Is he fit? Not perfectly, so we'll get him on the bench instead of Malcolm. And Malcolm's a little bit upset, so we better get him in the team in place of Jack Vale. Jack Vale can come and sit on the bench for Sam Graham. And we'll restore Marek Steck to the first team, so that's our lineup for today. Thank you very much, Dave. Enjoy your sleep, mate. See you again. Thanks, Dave. Thanks for coming in, mate. Right, let's confirm the teams after the warm-up, and it's Marek Stack in goal, back four of Hosanna, McGloyer, McIntyre, Gordon, Forner at the base of midfield, Kirby and Goss central midfield, Stevens and Malcolm the wingers, Mullin up top. And let's go and win this one. So outstretch the arms, stick to the plan, stay patient, we'll be fine. Don't want to crank the pressure up too much. Northampton down in 17th place. Not yet assured of their place in the division for next season, but surely not going to get relegated. What are they? 17 points clear? Right, Stevens runs it through. No, he's offside. Don't play it through now. He's offside. Miles offside. Thankfully he didn't get it, so it's gone out for a corner. Kirby. Not sure what happened there, but the highlight ends. I think it just drifted over everyone's heads. It's Mullin with the ball, but he's lost it. Kirby's won it back, gives it to Stevens. Stevens gives it to Kirby, to Hosanna. Hosanna beats his man. We've won a penalty and it's Paul Mullin. Mullin's going to hammer it, I'm sure. He usually does. Yeah, confidently stroked into the corner. Hit it reasonably hard. And that leaves us 14 points clear still, so Scunthorpe must be winning. It's looking quite good at this stage. Malcolm looks like he might need to come off, but we will wait till half time. Oh no. Stack saves us. We've just got to repel this one. If we can get rid of this, it's over the bar. That's half time for 1-0. Make that one change. Give the lads a bit of encouragement. So, pump the fists. Doing well. Make the one change. Get Malcolm off. Bring George Cooper on. And get out there and try and grab us another goal. Let's demand more. They've started really well. They're on the front foot, but we need to wrestle the initiative back at this stage. Cooper down the left wing, passes it back to Goss, Goss to Mullin, Mullin to Goss, Mullin out wide. Oh, it's saved and cleared, and 25 minutes to go. McEntee needs to come off, but do we have a centre back on the bench? Not really, no. Haven't got a right back on the bench either. What to do? Kirby or Goss play there, I don't know. Mullin buries it. What a goal. And Mullin with a super finish. And Hosanna needs to come off. So we'll play Gallagher there, and he can play as more of an inverted fullback. That was close. It's Magloire, Gallagher, Magloire, Forner, Stevens, Kirby to Mullin. Mullin gets it back, and this time he's buried it. That's a great finish. Oops, wrong button. There we go. Some cheers. is I've lost my lead. Let's get it back. There we go. Okay. We're in stoppage time, 3-0 up. It's looking pretty good at this stage. And it ends 3-0, so that's great. And we'll outstretch the arms. Nice work, everyone. And we move on to the next match. And the other results mean we're 8 points behind Bristol Rovers and 14 clear of Carlisle, but Carlisle do have one game in hand. Mark Cooper's been sacked by Barrow. That's of no interest to us. Terrific performance. Paul Mullin, outstanding footballer. Tyler Maguire, he's an outstanding footballer. He's played well and he'll continue to play for us. Playing at home comes with an advantage. It's not my place to comment. Can we talk about Wrexham, please? Oh, okay, you don't want to, that's fine. I won't waste any more time in press conferences then. Got a tough assignment up next. We're away to Hartlepool United, who've been going well all season. They've been in and around the playoffs for much of the campaign. They're just outside at the moment, but certainly not going to be an easy game. And we will have to be at our best to get, probably have to be at our best to get 1 point, never mind 3. Hartlepool are a decent side at this level. Although I still can't quite get used to that new badge of theirs. I'm a sucker for traditional badges, much prefer their one with the wheel on it. Weekly loan roundup. Ponticelli has received a red card. Monthly staff meeting, as always, summary to the inbox, move on. And just get to the Hartlepool game as quickly as we can. I want to get as many games done as I can before midnight, and that'll leave us in a good place to hopefully finish the season on the next stream. I haven't finalised the timetable for next week yet, so keep an eye on the Twitter feed and all the various other social media things on my profile, and I'll keep you updated as to what I'm going to do next week. It might not change a whole lot, but I don't know at this stage. Right, one more day until we face Hartlepool. What tactic do they play? Full opposition report. Oh. Scout report. No, we haven't requested one, so we don't get one. Right, let's go. Let's get this game on. I've worried about us rather than the opposition all season. It's served me reasonably well, so why not keep doing it? Right. Apologies for the slow running of our machine at the moment. Just waiting for it to advance to game day, and then we can get underway with the Hartlepool match. Here we go. Looks like we can think about the match now. And we've got Cheltenham away in a few days' time, so need to only play players who've got full green heart in this one. Ideally we want that for the bench as well. So let's quick pick, see what the hearts look like. Yeah, they're all full green. In fact, it's only a couple of injured players plus Torre who don't have full green hearts, so we're fine. Play that one. Patterson's gone in goal for some reason, I didn't notice that. Give him a game, see how good he is. He was signed as a backup, so let's see how good a backup he actually is. Can he step in when Steck wants a rest? Nothing of note to report on so far. Hartlepool in possession, so we're going to demand more. Literally nothing's happened in 20 minutes. Gordon with the ball forward to Mullin, to Gallagher. Gallagher spins, but it's gone to Kirby. Right, plays it in, but Mullin won't reach that. He's not Usain Bolt. He's no slouch, but he's not Usain Bolt. Patterson with the long ball forward. Here we go. Mullin with a chance. Oh, it's way wide. Slightly wasteful from Mullin there. Gordon with the throw in, but it's intercepted. Holohan goes back to Odysseina. Odysseina goes wide, but Hosanna picks it up in the right back slot. Graham gets back to Patterson. Gordon brings it forward. Kirby gives it back to Gordon. Gallagher, Gordon, inside to Forner. Kirby spins and plays Mullin in over the top. Mullin scores. Give him a chance, and he usually puts it away. And this will show you how good a finish that was. Kirby lofts it over the defence. Mullin just bends it round the goalkeeper. We're 6 points adrift of Bristol Rovers at this stage, but 16 points clear of Gillingham. Kirby, no, he's overhit that one. Killip smashes it forward. It's headed on and Josh March has got Hartlepool's equaliser. Route 1 goal. Disappointed to concede that. Demand more. Killip with the long ball forward. Holohan beats McEntee in the air, and March. So McEntee needs to come off at half time. He was beaten far too easily there. Yeah, we'll get him off. Right, let's get McEntee off. And we'll bring on Tyler Maguire. He's actually an upgrade. So that's the one change we're going to make at this stage. We're going to demand more. We should be winning this one, and remind me again in 12 hours. Got a message about an update. March very nearly scored then, but we've now got a corner. Nia Kirby floats it across. Stevens gives it to Kirby. Back to Forner, right. Drags his shot wide. Gallagher needs to come off. George Cooper can come on. And it's going to be Stevens, I think, for my final change. And we'll bring on Jack Vale. We're drawing, which is not a terrible result. Patterson with the ball forward. Kirby plays us in. It's back to Killip. He's cleared it. Oh, someone needs to slide. Ah, oh, no, it's gone in. Andrew Nelson gives Hartlepool the lead. Devastating counter-attack. And we're not going to get back into this. It's hammered clear, but Welsh brings it forward for them. Following Welsh. Wise, Nielsen, smashed off the crossbar. Maguire picks it up, brings it forward. There's nobody going to get on the end of that. Killip plays it forward. It's headed away. Kirby to right. Mullin to Forner. White to Vale, who's got a little bit about him. But Mullin's header is over the top. And let's thrash the arms. Training tomorrow. So we move on to the next game. And we just look to change out anybody who doesn't have a full green heart on the day of the next match. So we'll get through the press conference. We'll bounce back. Yeah, we weren't at our best. Hoping we could hold on to half time. Fans are welcome to voice their opinion. I have faith that today was a one-off. Andrew Nelson was superb, he absolutely was. Door's certainly not shot on him. He might even, if we need him, well, he'll certainly be at least on the bench against Cheltenham. I don't know about in the team, but he'll certainly be on the bench. And as I say, we'll just on the morning of the Cheltenham game, we'll have a look, see who's got a full green heart, and assuming we've got enough players to fill out a team like that, then we'll pick the best players with full green hearts. If we don't have a full team, then we'll then go with filling the gaps with the fittest available players. At this stage, games are coming thick and fast. This is my 100th game of the series coming up. 100th league game. Or is it 100th match in total? 100th match in total, isn't it? Promotion contenders Gillingham face Exeter. Exeter will be tough opposition. Whole team wants to bounce back with a win. I'm delighted with Ollie's start. I think they'd be worse off without him. Will Aaron Hayden be available? No. He's still injured and won't play. Jimmy Toure sooner rather than later. Don't want us to let up now. He's well suited to this type of fixture. Cooper's a cracking player. We win and lose as a team. There's no reason why he can't be trusted. Bobby Fowler's situation at Cheltenham, it's not my job to comment. I don't want to say anything that's going to give him any ammunition. So we won't be taking any risks with the team talk. So we're absolutely going back to the first choice goalkeeper. I don't know whether that played a part in us losing the last game, but I'm not taking the risk. So Patterson off, Step on. Hosanna at right back isn't fit. Neither is Aaron Hayden. So Hosanna's going to have to play. Sam Graham probably won't have to play. No, Tyler Maguire can play in that one. McEntee, can I give him a rest? Yeah, we'll give Ben Tozer a run out. Liam Gordon for Owen Gallagher. Tyrese Forner's not fully fit, so he needs to come out. Sean Goss steps in. Ollie Wright's not bad. In fact, can we get somebody more fit than Ollie Wright to play? Might get George Cooper in there. Nia Kirby needs a rest. And might have to be Ollie Wright actually. He'll have to play anyway. Jordan Stevens, is there a better right wing option, a fitter right wing? Possibly Jack Vale. wouldn't be the worst option there. Left wing, Jovan Malcolm, and then up front we will be playing Kyle Wootton. But I do need on the bench, in fact, James Jones for George Cooper. George Cooper can then sit on the bench in place of Liam Gordon. And that will do. That's our lineup sorted. We've got a few players who might not make it through, but we make 8 changes from the last team. It's like itchy nose, my apologies. And the team is Marek Steck in goal, the back four of Hosanna, Magloire, Tozer and Gallagher. Sean Goss at the base of midfield, James Jones and Ollie Wright ahead of him, Jack Vale and Jovan Malcolm on the wings, Kyle Wootton the lone striker, and let's outstretch the arms and have fun and enjoy the match today. Go out there and enjoy yourselves, lads. I want to get over the 70-point barrier today, so fingers crossed we can. Jones with the corner, headed clear. Hosanna picks it up, Vale gives it back to Goss, to Magloire, to Wright. Plays it over the top, a delicious ball for Kyle Wootton. That's a fantastic finish. For a player who hasn't been a regular in our side, one touch, and then he just sweeps it past the keeper. Lovely goal. Right, only 17 minutes gone. Wright and Hosanna are both looking like they're not going to last beyond 45 minutes. I need them to, in all honesty. Hosanna is the one who's looking in the most trouble. King fires the corner across, but it's over the bar. Hosanna looks in serious trouble. He's definitely coming off at half time. So let's get him off now. Doing well, but we can definitely find another gear. So Hosanna needs to come off, but we don't have a right back on the bench. Might try not Jordan Stevens, we'll go with Sam Graham. In fact, let's see if anybody else is any better. Kirby's not, Jordan Stevens is not, McEntee is not, Tyrese Forner is not, George Cooper, no. Sam Graham. Might be the right option. Sam Graham. Because we still have... In fact, no, let's do McEntee. Oisin McEntee if we're going to use a centre-back to do it. It's not an ideal situation, but he is injured, or very tired. And then Wright needs to come off as well. Was that the right player to bring off? I'm not even sure. Sam Graham is actually a centre back, so that was the wrong option. So we'll put Sam Graham there and then swap him with Ben Tozer. So I've actually got away with that one. I didn't bring on who I wanted, but I managed to rejig it and get players in their best positions possible. Gallagher looks like he needs to come off. Wonder if Cooper's on there. Yeah, George Cooper can come on. McEntee with a throw-in. Tozer, Vale, Jones, Magloire thumps it, but against the Cheltenham player. Cooper goes back to the goalkeeper, Marek Stack, who thumps it long. We can't get out of our own half at the moment, so we need to demand more. It's too late. Nathan Delfonso scores, which is bloody depressing. 10 minutes to go. It's 1-1. And Goss plays it straight into Owen Evans' hands. He's launched it. But we can't get it clear. We just can't get out of our own half at the minute. And I can't demand more or make any subs. There's not a lot I can do to influence things at this stage. Vale needed to win that challenge. Come on, get out to him. No, Circum scored a second goal and Cheltenham have won the game. Gutted. Bristol Rovers have basically won the league already. I'm handing them the title at this stage. They're 27 points clear of 4th place. So they're almost guaranteed promotion already. Point the finger. Disappointed. Right, on to the next match. I'm not going to dwell on this one. One of those that we just take on the chin and move on. Going to keep going for another hour, so let's attend this press conference. Nice, yeah. Had a very good game. Blackburn, Sam Barnes. Nope. Feel free to suggest something. And it's Sutton United at home for us next in 8 days' time. We desperately need to beat Sutton United. I've nothing against them whatsoever. They're 6th in the league. But we are desperate. Oh, it's been rearranged. I mean, lost back-to-back games. Moved you to Carnarvon Sutton. 3rd of March. So it's actually 7 days away. So that's fine. 6 more days next Tuesday. We've lost 3 of our last 5, which is slightly worrying. If we can beat Sutton, we can put that run to bed. But anything less than a win against Sutton, and I'm going to start to get worried. Gillingham beat Exeter. Exeter are in the relegation zone and looking in grave danger of losing their league status. Giggle, giggle. Right. Let's get to the Sutton game. Try and get 3 points. Sutton are playing Plymouth Argyle by the looks of it tomorrow. Fingers crossed Argyle can give them a little bit of a doing over. But without it being a complete thrashing. I don't want a wounded tiger to deal with. But a beaten team is not a bad thing, so fingers crossed they can do us a favour. Sutton against Plymouth. How's this one going to go? We'll see the result very, very shortly, I would think. Come on. Sutton United 2, Plymouth 0. So Plymouth dropped down to 15th, 46 points. We're 21 clear of them. Sutton are 4th in the league now. Gary Monk has lost his job as Argyle manager, but I will not be applying. Who do they think will get it? Hayden Mullins, Martin Warburton or Lee Bowyer. And it'll be Matt Taylor or Robbie Fowler to lose their job next. Port Vale or Cheltenham. Marek Steck's injured. 2 days. So hopefully he's fit for the Sutton game. I certainly intend to use him. I think the experiment with the reserve goalkeeper should end. Assignment completed. 4 suitable players. Alright, let's shortlist all of them. Add to shortlist 1 year. Nathan Smith is a centre back. So we'll add to shortlist for 1 year. Add to shortlist 1 year. And Elliot Bonds. Add to shortlist 1 year. Okay. I'm fairly certain on that scouting mission I set the minimum player fine to be 3 stars, so hopefully all of them will be decent players. Maybe we are overachieving, but long may it last. We'll only have ourselves to blame if we don't. looking for a positive reaction. I'm confident as long as we stick to our game plan. Let's go and have a go at Sutton United. And then after that we're at home to bottom of the league, so, and we'll be into March at that point. So last game of February, probably try and get most if not all of March done, depending on how many games there are. I think we can probably manage another 4 or 5 league games. So should be able to get most of March done and then finish the season on the next stream. Apologies, I'm just suffering a bit of a twinge in my back. Okay, right. Jack Vale has been. He's playing a lot, does that position matter? Thankfully not. Mark Hughes is okay as long as we keep using him. So let's put Marek's deck back in. He should be fine. What's wrong with him? Let's have a quick look, make sure it's nothing too bad. Tight groin. Probably best not risk him then. Don't want him tearing a groin muscle. Jack Vale. I might give Jack Vale. Let's give Vale a bit of a run out. Yeah, we'll bring Mullin on at half time. So we're making 8 changes from the previous team. And it's Patterson in goal, the back four of Hosanna, Graham, McEntee and Gordon. Tyrese Forner at the base of midfield. Nia Kirby and Ollie Wright in central midfield. Jordan Stevens and George Cooper, the wingers. Jack Vale, the striker. And let's pump the fists. This is a match we should be winning. Make sure we do. Go. Go and win it. Demand more. So Cooper with the corner. Jack Vale comes and scores. That's a fantastic start. Exactly what the doctor ordered. And Cooper floated the corner to the back stick, and it was Jack Vale in off the post. Second goal of the game. See the corner from the other angle. Cooper past the back post. Vale with the easy header. Two 2-0 up. Looking relatively comfortable, although XG is pretty poor. Cooper flights one in, but the outswinging corner is easily cleared. Stevens gets hold of it. Goes back to Gordon. Gordon goes down the line, but it's boxed in, so it goes back for Knight. Forner to Cooper. Cooper to Gordon. Gordon That's a penalty, I think. No, not given. McEntee for Gordon. McEntee. Right. Plays in Gordon. Fired across. Jack Vale heads another one. And he's had an incredible first 23 minutes of the match. That's a glorious goal. Great finish. Vale with a hat-trick, 2 assists for Cooper, 1 for Gordon. But now Sutton have a free kick. It's Hines, but it's wide. And we're just looking to preserve our 3-0 lead at half-time at this stage. Although Hosanna looks like he hasn't read that script. Given it to Stevens, who's gone to Forner. It's hammered by Ollie Wright, just wide. Forner probably needs to come off, but maybe not yet. Ayotanimowo gets his first goal of the season. And that gives Sutton United a way back in, so we need to demand more. They do need to find another gear in the second half. Yeah, absolutely. Let's start the second half. Get Graham off. And bring Magloire on. Tanimowo hammers it forward. Graham to Kirby to right. To McEntee. Gordon goes for a Hollywood ball, gets it, and Vale scores. And I think we are playing really, really well today. That's a brilliant finish from Vale. Does the keeper with his eyes. We're into the last hour of the stream now. So we'll get a few more matches done at least. And so, oh no, Gordon's got himself sent off, I think. Yeah, he has. Gordon's got himself sent off. Tyrese Forner's going to have to go to left back. It isn't ideal, but we're 4-1 up. Fingers crossed there's not too much damage. Forner can come off for Owen Gallagher. And McEntee for Aaron Hayden. Swap Magloire and Hayden around. Because Hayden's right-sided, Magloire's neutral. Hayden goes down the right wing. Stevens beats his man, but it's hammered clear. Magloire, Hosanna, down the line, Stevens, back to Hosanna. Hosanna, Kirby. And it's offside, Vale. We're 4-1 up. Could be more. But now that we've got 10 men, that's I think means we just have to try and hold on here. We don't have any subs left, so the men who are out there are going to have to see it home. Bristol Rovers remain 11 points clear at the top. So almost no chance we're going to win the league. But we're now 15 points clear of 4th place. Got away with that tonight. A bit harsh, I think, maybe. Probably more deserved for our left back for getting sent off. But now I've got to say, overall, good performance. And yeah, it was a really important moment. He's a great player, I'm really happy for him. He's disappointed with the red card. Gordon's banned for 1 match. But we can't appeal it in yellow. So there's nothing we can do. Luckily he's going to miss game against the bottom of the league. We're in this position on merit. We absolutely are in this position on merit. I'm going to lay it on the line now. We are going to go up. There you go, I've said it. I've said it now, we're going to go up. And 3 days until we play bottom of the league, Crawley Town. So we absolutely need to make it back-to-back wins. We're into March for the Crawley game. So the end of the season is approaching. We're not there yet, but let's see how many games have we got in March. Apologies, it's just running a little bit slow at the minute. There we go, we're into March. February was a total nightmare. We lost 3 of our 5 games, including the Wolves game. But March only has 3 games, so we will definitely get through March. And at the end of the month, we'll review where we're up to and see how much longer we go on for. So there you go, at least 3 more games. Maybe more. So, first up it's Crawley Town. And we absolutely need to win this one. Yeah, we're strong favourites for this one. Yeah, really touched. He seems a nice lad, this new kid, Jack Vale. Tim's finished his scouting cues. Need to scout him a bit more than that. He's not. Yeah, scout until full knowledge. Auric Anima Ella. Potentially League 1 standard. So we'll add him to the shortlist and scout him. Hornby. Just forget about him. He's not good enough. Yeah, he's absolutely needs to just stay on the shortlist. Evans, good League 2, decent Championship. We'll scout him further, but we'll leave him on the shortlist. Kurilovic, no, remove him. He's potentially League 2 standard. And there we go. So there's 14 players scouted there. Plenty of reading material for the summer in a couple of months, when we'll hopefully be looking to put together a squad to do well in League 1. Right, let's go and beat Crawley. Steck's back and fit. So let's see. No, Patterson's not playing. Steck is. Magloya can take over from McEntee. Aaron Hayden's not fully fit. Striking wise, Mullin can have his place back. Jack Vale. Put Toure on the right. Jack Vale can come on as a striker. He's 22, so we'll bring him on as a striker in the second half, and he can terrorise a tired defence. Apologies for the ringing noise. It's my smart meter, and I've not got an easy way to shut it off. Right, pump the fist, favourites for a reason, and go. There we go, noise has stopped. And let's demand more. Stevens, plays it to Graham. One with a lovely cross, should have gone in. I thought it might have gone in on its own. I thought the striker might have just had to get it out of the way. Demand a bit more. And Gallagher with the throw-in. Stevens with it now. Mullin. Stevens. Kirby. Forner. Kirby. Goes wide to Hosanna. Hosanna to Forner. Forner back to Hosanna. Kirby. Goes inside to Toure. Toure to Mullin. Mullin 1-0. We've said that an awful lot of times this season. So Toure cuts it back, and Mullin just passes it into the back of the net. Cooper with the corner. To the back stick, it's hit the bar. And it's deflected, and the highlights ended. We could do with another goal to get our noses ahead. Don't know what's up with Mullin. He hasn't scored for 20 minutes. Stack gives it to Toure. Toure to Kirby. Kirby to Mullin. Stevens to Cooper. Cooper to Gallagher. Gallagher down the line for Stevens, and I think that's an own goal off Francillette. It is. I've got a feeling on the replay that we might see that Mullin was getting there anyway, but he didn't get anything on it. Yeah, Mullin was getting there. Francillette just stopped Mullin adding to his goal tally. Mullin's had a good first half. And let's see if Jack Vale can have a good second half. Nobody is playing badly, and everybody is at least moderately fit, so we go again. Let's see if we can get Jack Vale a goal. Can we get Vale on the score sheet? Hosanna to Forner, Forner to Vale, Vale to Kirby, Kirby to Forner, Forner to Magloire. We're keeping the ball really nicely. Magloire gives it to Toure, goes back to Hosanna. Hosanna goes down the line. Toure manages to win it and get the cross in, but it's headed clear, only as far as Gallagher, who gives it to Cooper. Goes back out to Gallagher. Stevens scores an absolute wonder goal. That might be the best goal of the stream so far. Oh, that is just glorious. Lovely goal. We're looking good at the moment, 3-0 up. Crawley are looking like they're out of ideas. Let's have a look at the subs bench with 15 minutes left. Let's get Sam Graham off for Aaron Hayden. In fact, no. Undo that. Sam Graham for Oisin McEntee, Bryce Hosanna for Aaron Hayden. Confirm that. So they've got just less than 15 minutes to see out. From 3-0 up, shouldn't be a problem. That's now down to less than 3 minutes. Into stoppage time. And we've won 3-0. Another solid performance, lots to be happy with. So we'll outstretch the arms. Very happy with the result. That's sent them all home smiling. And we'll do the press conference and then get on to the second match of the month. Right, post-match press conference. Relationship with Ryan Lowe is on the agenda. Jordan Stevens' goal, moment of real quality. Ryan Lowe's the Crawley town manager. Opinions. Yeah, there we go. I like Ryan Lowe, so he's alright with me. Don't really want to see him relegated, but we had to beat Crawley. Just like we could really do with beating Port Vale as well, given where they are in the table. Although it's away from home, I do think it's a game we should win. we're a good side. We've shown that across the season. We've been in the promotion race all season long. Become an established League Two side. We've passed that a year ahead of schedule. So what are the objectives going forward? Let's have a look. Club vision. So current season we were supposed to avoid relegation. We've done that. We were meant to reach the second round of the FA Cup. We did that. EFL Cup, we were meant to be competitive. We did really well in that. EFL Trophy, we were meant to reach the second round. We didn't, but not sure that's going to matter too much. And we're meeting all of the club culture requirements. Things are looking quite solid at the minute, and we've got an A+ from the board, so all good at this stage. And let's like to think we've got a good chance. Gillingham are one of the favourites to go up. They are third. Callum Rowe. How long is he out for? Let's have a look. 3 weeks. We'll be patient with him. Ollie Wright has been a real breath of fresh air. He's been a fantastic capture. Okay, so game day, Port Vale away. Let's see if we can't go and do a win. Right, they want us to make 8 changes. I'm not going to make that many, I don't think. But we'll quick pick the side. But I'm changing the goalkeeper for Stack. McEntee for Magloire. And the only other one I want to swap out is, well, I was going to do James Jones, but he's one of our best players. Jack Vale for, we'll give George Cooper. No, George Cooper's not fit. So I am going to go with Jovan Malcolm. That's fine. So we've made 5 changes from the previous team. And we'll confirm that lineup in full very shortly, as I made a few quick changes. It's Marek Steck in goal, Bryce Hosanna, Tyler Magloire, Sam Graham and Liam Gordon, the back 4. Sean Goss at the base of midfield, James Jones and Ollie Wright in central midfield, Jordan Stevens and Jovan Malcolm, the wingers, Paul Mullin up top. Let's go. Outstretched arms. No, pump the fists. We've been on a good run lately, so go and impress me. And let's demand more, just so they know we really mean business today. Goal kick. Wrexham on the attack now. Gordon into Malcolm. Gordon gets it back, goes down the line, but it's cleared. Hosanna clips it back in, but it's headed over by Malcolm. So right back to left winger. Demand more. We aren't doing anywhere near enough at this stage. We need to win this one at Port Vale. Come on. Right, Stevens is having a shocker, so he's coming off. But I will wait till half time to do it. Goss with the free kick. And it's just wide. Garrett plays it forward. It's over Gordon's head, but he's rescued it. Gives it to Graham. Graham plays it forward. It's flicked to Malcolm. Malcolm to right. Right to Goss. Goss plays in Mullin. Mullin looks for right and finds him. Malcolm plays it over the top. Mullin has just scored an absolute worldie. And it is looking good at this stage. James Jones that is. Stevens plays a neatly curled ball through. Mullin probably should do better than that, to be honest. But he has won a corner. And it's James Jones to take it. But once again it's headed over the crossbar. So I need to look at my right wing attacking corner takers. Things are going well. I know you're capable of even better. Tactics, set pieces, corners, attack on the right. Near post. Change corner taker. On the right, you want your left footers taking it. So we'll have Sean Goss. I want Sean Goss to take it, but he seems reluctant. So corner taker. Sean Goss is taking it now. Left only Liam Gordon. I want it to be Goss and Gordon, but I think what I'll do, I'll sort this out after the stream, and yeah, near post, and corner taker left, so we're going to go with James Jones. Okay, there we go, let's get on it. Second half. I'll change those properly and do the corners off camera after the stream, but I'll show you the set pieces once I've fully done them. I thought I'd sorted them and haven't, so we'll sort them without boring everybody. And that's come in. It's just past the post. we're 15 minutes away from what would be a fantastic victory. Kyle Wootton, you can come on and have the last 15 minutes. Show me that you deserve a chance. Hosanna to Gordon. Goes long. Malcolm has to turn back and go to Gordon. Gets it to right, but it's headed clear. Gordon to right, to Gordon, to Malcolm, to Gordon, over the top. Kyle Wootton scores. It's his third goal of the season, but don't read too much into that because he hasn't played a lot. But what a ball this is from Gordon. Clipped over the top, angled in to Wootton so that all he has to do is take one touch and bury it. He's not offside, clearly not. But very nicely done. And it looks like another win, and it is. Right. So everyone's played really well there, so it's about as comprehensive as it gets. No point trying to say anything else. They were superb. We got the win away from home. Everybody played well. Get morale up. Get another win on the board in the next game. So that's 76 points from 38 games. We're exactly 2 points per game. And we're now 11 points adrift of the leaders. I'm not interested in what Healy has to say. I thought we were great, very happy, playing at a very high level. Confidence is high, but that can only bring good performances. Paul Mullin, no way he's leaving. Very sorry to see him go. So Port Vale sacked their manager immediately after the match. And we now face Newport County in our next match. It's 10 days away, so it'll take us a few minutes to get there. As always, if there's anything you want to see, as Dave Goodger did earlier, just drop a note in the chat, and I'll show you what you want to see. And after we've played Newport County at home, we'll then see what the time is and see whether we do one more match or call it a day there. I don't know. It depends how long it takes us to get through the next 9 days and the match. And we will take it from there. Bristol Rovers have confirmed themselves as promoted. We're now confirmed as top half 2 years ahead of schedule, so that's excellent news. But we're not interested in finishing top half. We want promotion. I'm certainly not going to ease up now. We want promotion. Another couple of wins and it'll surely be only a matter of time Right, let's... Touré's injured, but only for 2 days. Yeah, we're on 76 points, so we're 18 points clear. Carlisle have 10 games to go, so that is 30 points. They can get to 88. We need 12 points to be assured at most. Carlisle did just win their first game in hand. Ulrich Elia. How good is he? Potentially EFL League One standard. Yeah, we'll scout him again. Try and get rid of those white stars. So we move on. 7 days until the Newport game. And it's mid-March, so the end of the season is less than 2 months away now. So I'm very much hoping that on the next stream we can get the season over and done with. So summary to the inbox as always for the staff meeting. Right, 5 more days. We're getting there. Okay, 4 days to go now. We're looking for 3 points against Newport, obviously. George Cooper's picked up an injury, which is very annoying. He's out for 6 weeks. So that might be his season just about done. By the time he has a couple of reserve games to get his fitness back, there won't be many games of the season left. So Coops might be just about done, which would be really disappointing. That lad just has no luck with injuries at all. Right, let's get through the next couple of days, get the Newport game played. And then we will do our best to get on to the next match, depending on the time. We've prepared and we're well set for a result. We're going to have to be on a game. Prepared enough. Plan is to take the game to the opposition. I'm really pleased with his reaction. Don't want us to let up now. I want the racecourse to be a place teams fear coming to. Jack Vale is well suited to this type of fixture. He has my full backing. We've been able to rest and recover, and that's been a huge bonus. Actually, Robbie Fowler is under at Cheltenham. No, not really. about that sort of thing really. Focused on my team and my team only. So let's get Newport County, see if we can beat them. And then I think what we'll probably end up doing, I'll confirm this after the Newport game, but I think what we'll probably end up doing is go through the days to the next game, but probably not actually get as far as playing it, so that we can start the next stream with the game immediately, rather than having a long wait. I think that makes a fair amount of sense. Patterson's going to come out, Steck's going to go in, Hosanna, Graham, McEntee can come out. Maguire's a better defender. Jack Vale is not a left winger. Play Owen. In fact, he's better at it than Owen Gallagher is. Don't really have an alternative. Touré's injured. Tozer can replace Touré. James Jones, quality central midfielder, so he needs to come back in. For Sean Goss. Sean Goss can go on the bench instead of Jovan Malcolm. And then Ollie Wright. Actually no, Ollie Wright can stay on the bench. So we'll make that the team. James Jones is lacking in fitness, that's fine. Right, let's go and do a win. We're at home to Newport, and the team to do it is Marek Steck in goal, Hosanna, Graham, Maguire and Gordon at the back, Tyrese Forner in defensive midfield, Kirby and Jones in central midfield, Stevens and Jack Vale on the wings, Paul Mullin as the striker. Let's go and give them a bit of a boost, so we'll pump the fists. So this is we're doing well and we're on a good run. Let's keep it going. So fingers crossed we can get to 79 points after today's game. Let's demand more. And it's Hosanna back to the goalkeeper who's launched it long. Mullin gets it out to Stevens, who plays it over the top. I think Mullin's okay, but he can't finish. So it's a goal kick. And Hosanna to Kirby. Kirby to Forner, Forner to Jones, Jones to Mullin, Vale. Vale has just scored an absolutely glorious goal. That's a lovely finish. For a kid, he's really talented. Mullin, Kirby, just watch the way Vale just dinks it over the goalkeeper. He doesn't even go the far side of the keeper, he dinks it over the keeper's legs. Normally when you do that kind of shot, you'd go across the goalkeeper. He didn't. literally went the wrong way, if you like. But we're winning against a Newport side that's still very much in the playoff hunt. And we can definitely find another gear. So let's take Mullin off. Let's give him a rest. No, I can't take Mullin off. Well, I can, because I can put Vale up top. In fact, on the hour, that's what I'm going to do. I'll move Vale up top. And we'll take Mullin off for a winger rather than a striker. So we'll move Mullin to there. Mullin comes off. And Owen Gallagher comes on. And that is the only change we're making at this stage, so we'll confirm that one. And that gives Vale a chance to get a goal up front, hopefully. Alright, there's a free kick from Newport. Ah, they've scored. Billy Irons. 1-1. Demand more. And go and attack in. We can't afford not to win the game, so let's go attacking. And Stevens needs to come off. It's going to have to be Ollie Wright. Four added minutes. Will we get one chance? It doesn't look like it. No. Right, let's go and give them a bit of a lashing. Thrash the arms. We should have won that match. We'll do the press conference and then we will advance to the next game day, and then we'll go look for a raid. Right, can't afford for him to miss as many chances as he did today. He's a good player, I'm really happy for him. Winning tackles means we're winning the ball back. I want Carlton to remain part of the squad. Right. Let's go and have a look. Who is on that we can go and see? I think we'll drop in on Work the Space. We'll go and see Jack. So we'll get through to the Bradford City game, but we're not playing that one. We're just going to get to the morning of the match. And then if Jack is still on, we will we'll drop a raid on him, and be the end of tonight's stream. Unless, of course, Jack disappears or somebody else comes in the meantime that we want to go and show some appreciation for. Right. So we'll just keep the clock ticking round. Yep. So the final transfer window of the season is about to shut. We're not looking to do any business. Nothing's going to happen. Port Vale have got themselves a new manager. And fingers crossed this gap means that the players will be fresh and fit, ready for the next game. And we can then go and give Bradford a beating next time out. That's certainly the plan. I don't particularly want to risk going 2 games in a row without 2 defeats in a row. So we're not going to risk that tonight. We'll just get to the next match and then confirm our raid. Won't be long now, hopefully. Thank you very much to everyone who's joined us tonight, and for those who are still here at the end, or nearly the end of the stream. It's been a thoroughly enjoyable evening, and fingers crossed we can continue the charge to promotion next time out. Thank you very much for the follow. Okay, just a few more days to go and we'll be facing Bradford. We'll be on the day of the Bradford game, ready to face them on the next stream. And so Bradford City opposition, we're not too worried about that. We'll worry about the Bradford game next time. I'll get the schedule for next week finalised tomorrow, and keep an eye on my Twitter and Twitch accounts, and you'll see in the next 24 hours or so what's coming up next week. So, question from transfer window shuts on Thursday. Are you looking to do business? No, we're done. We're done. This is the team that's going to take us to the end of the season. 2 days to go now till the Bradford game. And then I'll confirm that Work the Space is still around. And if he is, he'll be getting the raid. If not, we'll get somebody else. So we'll just advance to the 1st of April, and then I'll check that out. In fact, I'll check it now while it's advancing. Yeah, he's still around, so we will indeed be raiding Jack. So make sure when you go in to say hi to Jack, and if you've got any emotes, chuck an emote in there on him. We should win. I didn't make sure they were getting minutes. Gillingham face Newport. I would expect them to do well against Newport. George Cooper. Super Cooper, how long are you out for? 9 days and 3 weeks. He's nowhere near there. Yeah. George Cooper's injury. He'll be out a little while longer. Yeah, Jack's a great player. Feel free to suggest something. And we will... Oh, Stack's now injured. That's a bit of a blow, so he's not going to play against Bradford. And there you go. It is game day. So we will go and raid Work the Space.